The final character for Shinobi Striker Season 8 is here, and as predicted, it's pre-time skip Sasuke with his signature Curse Mark transformation, and his trailer comes with the announcement of a brand new season, so Shinobi Striker ain't done yet. We're gonna keep eating good for at least the rest of the year. We'll know more details in the next developer letter, but for now, I want to give you all the details about this Sasuke right here. Like, how the hell are you giving us another Chidori, bro? We already had 3 Chidori as range types. You really think we needed a 4th? What's this one do? Cook you breakfast? But once again, we got a VR master that has a fantastic melee combo moveset that we just don't get to use on our characters. His jumping triangle is ridiculous. A shuriken followed by a fireball? These are your normal attacks, bro. Chill. But let's talk about what you get when you buy this DLC, and more importantly, how good are his jutsu, which hopefully are just as good as Surfshark. Surfshark is the only VPN that has reached the coverage of 100 countries, so you can browse the web as if you were on any of them. And I mean, if you're gonna choose a VPN because you either want to browse the internet safer or simply because you want to unlock all that region-locked content on Netflix or other streaming services, then why not choose the one that has this kind of coverage? And I'll tell you what, if you use my link down below, you'll get 4 extra months for free when you sign up at surfshark.com/Globku. Oh, 100 countries isn't enough of a reason for you? Well, what if I told you that your account, a single account, can log in on unlimited devices? So you can run your PlayStation from India while your phone is running from Morocco. Simultaneously, by the way, you will never have to log out of one device to log in on another, none of that mess. And that's only possible because Surfshark also has apps on everything: PC, Mac, iPhone, Android, and even gaming consoles. And after all that, if you are still not sure that this is the right VPN for you, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out completely risk-free. So go to surfshark.com/Globku to get 4 extra months for free. The link is down below, and thank you Surfshark for sponsoring this video. In Shinobi Striker, sometimes DLC characters bring you a unique substitution. Other times they bring you a ninja tool or a weapon. But Sasuke is one of those characters that brings you none of that. Instead, he brings you more cosmetics than DLC characters usually do. These do not affect gameplay greatly, but for some people, style matters more than gameplay. So here is every cosmetic that he has. He's got a new hairstyle, which is the one he gets on his Curse Mark level 2. Never thought of having that as a hairstyle. It's actually a great idea. He also brings 2 new outfits, and they are both top and bottom combos. It's both of these you're watching right here, and the eye patch that my character is wearing, that's also something that Sasuke brings. So 1 hairstyle, 2 outfits, and 1 accessory. Way more customization than we usually get with a DLC character. That said, if you're more of a player that cares about the gameplay and not how your character looks, then I guess this DLC is gonna be a little less valuable than usual, which isn't great, especially when our first jutsu is kinda recycled. Chidori layering. It's a Chidori. I don't think you need me to read the description. It does what you think a Chidori does. But this one has a cool gimmick. If it hits the opponent, it reduces the cooldown of the jutsu by a lot. I mean, you can kinda spam this Chidori if you hit it every time, to be honest. If you miss, the cooldown is gonna be the same as base Chidori, so pretty short still. Which, by the way, the developers also thought this new Chidori was too similar to the base game, so in this patch, they decided to take the base game Chidori and give that one super armor. You know, just so it's a bit more unique, I guess. Now, there are some unique applications that this has, some combos that you can pull off thanks to this gimmick, since this Chidori, much like every other Chidori, is a good jutsu to start a combo. So if you have something that can somehow stun the enemy after the Chidori connects with a ninja tool or another jutsu, you might get 2 uses of that same Chidori in the same combo. But honestly, the jutsu is extremely similar to the others. It is technically different because it has a different gimmick, but it still feels like a duplicate. I don't think it gives range types that much new in terms of gameplay. And this is Sasuke we're talking about. This is a character that has a ton of different jutsu, a ton of screen time. There was so much they could have done with him, and instead they gave us one of the jutsu that already exists in abundance in this game. Of course, it's not Sasuke without the Chidori, but they did make the Chidori part of his ultimate, so that was covered. In my opinion, there was no need to make his first jutsu also a Chidori, unless you are strapped for time, strapped for resources, or straight up just out of ideas. But when I am buying a character and I'm getting 2 jutsu plus 1 ultimate, and one of those jutsu feels like something I already had, it doesn't feel great. So let's move on to the second jutsu, because this one might just be one of the best that range types have ever had. Fire Style Dragon Flame Jutsu. Sasuke throws a shuriken attached to wires, trapping the opponent and then hitting them with fire, burning them and applying a movement debuff. This is a projectile that's shot in a pretty wide area and comes out really fast. It has decent tracking, so it's not too hard to land this. If it hits, the opponent becomes trapped and you do this whole fireball animation. After that's done, the jutsu leaves a bubble of wires where it debuffs every enemy's movement if they step into that bubble. Okay, so far it seems like an alright jutsu, nothing too special, until you start testing it. This jutsu is armored, so as you throw the shuriken and do the whole fireball animation, you cannot be interrupted. Unless someone hits you with a counter, something unblockable, for instance, which, speaking of, this jutsu is also unblockable. Not only is it unblockable, it actually deletes super armor, making it a crazy good counter against so many defensive jutsu. And honestly, even against armored jutsu from attack and heal types, it's good against everything. And to top it all off, it's unsubbable, meaning you cannot substitute any of it. It doesn't take your subs away, you just cannot use them while you're getting hit by this whole animation. So to summarize, it's a quick projectile that's armored, unblockable, and unsubbable. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. Plus, it feels like the opponent is left in the perfect position for you to combo them, at least on the ground, since they slowly crumple down after you hit them with a fireball. In the air, it might be a bit trickier. However, of the builds that I tried, the combos were a bit situational. If you hit them from afar, the animation might end sooner, so you can hit them with another ranged jutsu. But if you're a bit closer, then that jutsu might just be too late because you recover too late. I did have some great success with Amaterasu because it's right there as they wake up, so it's almost guaranteed. And Iron Sand, since it covers a very wide area and they are dealing with a movement debuff, it is very hard to dodge. But the strongest combo for this jutsu is going to be your teammates, because your opponent does not leave the wires until you shoot that fireball. You can hit them with attacks that they will not leave that stunned state, and that animation takes a while. During this time, your whole team could just be unleashing hell on that single player. Team combos are gonna go nuts with this jutsu. And because it's so versatile and counters so much, I can definitely see a lot of range types running this one. It feels like a mandatory jutsu to have if you are a range type main. It looks like this jutsu might have just saved this DLC after the other one fumbled it, but let's take a look at the star of the show, which is Sasuke's ultimate. Curse Mark, second state. Was Curse Mark always one word, or are they tripping? This is a transformation jutsu. You hit the button and the Curse Mark takes over for a total of 30 seconds. During this transformation, your attacks have insane tracking. I mean, you hit the button on someone across the stage, you will just zoom straight towards them. I have never seen attack tracking this good. Your triangle button becomes a fireball. You can spam the hell out of this one. I've got so many kills just by mashing triangle after transforming. It is an incredible button. And that is on top of your jutsu, by the way, because you can still use your full build while you're in this form. And at any point, you can click the button again to throw a Chidori, which is pretty much a one-hit kill on everyone in a straight line. It's incredibly easy to get kills with this ultimate. The camera could be better when you get that final Chidori. I find it hard to keep track of the kills that you got with it. I mean, I see the KOs popping up, but was that me or was that an assist from the previous fireballs? I don't know. And this ultimate also has a gimmick on how you build it up. You see, it builds normally like every other ultimate, but it gets a big bump in charge whenever you KO an enemy. And it's a really big bump. It's like 20% charge for a kill. It does have to be the killing blow on the enemy. If it's just an assist, the ult charge will not build. So make sure you're getting those killing blows whenever possible. It does make a difference. And honestly, it puts the ultimate charge in your hands. Whether you build ult in a match or not feels a bit less random, because even if a match is quick, you can get the ultimate if you are out there getting those kills. And so, after taking all of that into account, this is my ninja card for Curse Mark Sasuke. The ultimate is very good, and that wire shuriken is a perfect jutsu, but he's gonna lose some points for bringing us another duplicate. The fourth Chidori for range types, and I'm not even talking about the whole game, it's just for range types. If we look at the other classes, we've also got lightning blades, lariats, finger thrust. It's so overdone in this game. If I never see another Chidori DLC again, it will be too soon. But it's never too soon to get yourself that sweet Surfshark deal, 4 extra months for free with the link down below. But for more Shinobi Striker, check out the 3 Tails Jutsu that they added last month. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!